What up? Welcome back to another Rambles in the Basement. It's Boy Theory.
Divacito.
And yeah.
To start this off, we're doing a blinker.
Alright. Took off the filter. And they ain't gonna do shit.
I was trying to go like going. I was trying to.
I have my mic right here.
Yeah.
I can use my mic. I don't need your mic too. We're not gonna ear rape our audience.
Well, low key, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't able to take a blinker. You didn't take a blinker either. That's what I'm saying. Like, you should. Does it have a
Does it
fucking
even
blinker?
blink?
That's what I'm wondering. Does it even have a blinker? Fuck. Dude, this shit lasted me a while though. I think it's about to be almost done soon. Maybe like 2 weeks.
Like 2 weeks?
Yeah. Not bad. Alright guys. But welcome back to the podcast. We were supposed to have a guest today. Again. But stuff happened. Stuff happened in life. I mean, he couldn't make it. So we're gonna have to try to reschedule it again. Another day he can. I mean, it is what it is. Can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So, to be honest, we weren't really prepared for it. So, I mean, we have some things to talk about.
We got a couple things.
Yeah, we have a couple things to talk about, but don't expect to. I guess.
It's gonna be a rambling episode for sure.
Yeah, whatever we think of.
But starting off, we can start with something light, just to ease into it. We'll talk about the Taco Bell menu.
Yeah.
That shit looks kind of fire.
I'm sorry, I gotta blow my nose real quick.
So,
Sorry, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Let me look it up. I haven't seen it, so.
No, don't look it up. Don't look it up.
Why?
Because it's a whole presentation.
It's not even like an actual menu?
No, it's like they did. Basically, they did like like E3, where it's like they'll do like a whole presentation. Like, they literally did that, but with Taco Bell.
Really?
Yeah. And yeah, that shit look nice.
What does it even have? Like.
They added spicy nacho fries.
Oh.
They're gonna come back permanently. And then
No, I don't even have it. Uh-huh.
you're not gonna find it.
Yeah. The whole presentation. I'm not trying to look at that. Uh-huh.
They added they're gonna have gelato too.
Gelato?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mountain Dew. It's the Baja Blast gelato.
So they're having like the drink back. They're coming back with the drink or like an actual food.
Gelato. You don't know what gelato is?
Isn't that like a fruit?
It's like ice cream.
Oh. I thought it was fruit shit.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
an ice
thinking
cream.
about Java.
Yeah, you're talking about guava.
Guava, yeah, guava. What's it?
Yeah. But yeah, that looks good too. And then they're gonna have a crunch wrap with a giant cheese in it. That shit looked kind of good.
Pizza. I think Pizza Hut did something like that too.
They did, and that was also kind of good. I tried it once.
Yeah.
But they only did it for a little bit.
They got rid of it, yeah.
And it never came back. I don't think people liked it, to be honest. It was pretty good, but I wouldn't buy it.
You wouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
It's like a one-time thing, like it's just to try it
I
out.
think it wasn't bad. I think it was just overpriced, and it was like they made like a full size one, and they just made like little sides maybe. But it was like a
So
full
what was
pizza.
it? Like a
It was kind of like a
deep dish?
like a calzone basically,
Oh.
but with the breading was made with like Cheez-It flavor. It wasn't bad, but like I feel like they should have just made like little sides with it instead of making like
Yeah.
a full calzone.
Like little pieces so you can
Yeah.
dip it in. Yeah, I feel like that would
That
be
would
better.
have sold more. I
It's
feel
like what they do with Papa John's. Yeah.
exactly.
Because Papa John has a like
Because
couple.
I feel like I would have got those more often if it was like that, but I just don't want to get a whole thing.
For it to be like what 17, 18
Yeah, it was
bucks.
like you're paying full price like for a pizza. I was like, bro, I'd rather just get an actual pizza.
Bro, like I'm not gonna lie. With the if you don't do like for this goes with any pizza places. If you don't do the deals, dude, you're spending like so much on just one pizza and like a large pizza. Like
Bro, I still geek that Domino's has a fucking payment plan. You could literally,
Really?
bro, you could literally set up a payment plan for your pizza. So
no
you can order
way.
pizza and then pay in installments. Be like, all right, pay this, and then pay 2 weeks, and then pay 2 weeks.
Bro, if you can't pay it for that,
I
then
was like, you shouldn't be ordering
yeah,
pizza.
you shouldn't be ordering pizza, bro. Or at that point, go get it yourself. Because if you don't get it yourself, then you're gonna pay a lot more in delivery and tipping and all
Yeah.
that.
Just don't get that much pizza, bro. Like, damn. You order so much pizza, you gotta pay that shit in parts.
Unless it's like a party, but still.
Damn, that's a crazy party. I'll never like it just in my
But
eyes.
even then,
it would
I-
never be worth it. Like I would never want to be in debt for pizza
But yeah, I know,
because
right?
that's basically what it is. You're in debt for
For
fucking
pizza.
pizza.
And
Man, I
even
would never
then-
want to put myself in debt for a pizza.
Even then, I think like 10 of them, 10 pizzas or someone like
That shit
that.
would be pricey. Don't get me wrong.
No, it would be like, I've done it before. It's like 80 bucks, 70 something bucks. It's not even above 100. So it's not as bad.
I would just have the money saved up if I knew I was gonna have a big event. I'd just save up for that. It's just the thought. It's just the principle. I just don't want to be in debt for something.
It's not even like an item that you bought that you can use and try to
It's
make
just
money.
gone, bro. You pay it back and it's gone.
Imagine that you got paid and then next thing you know you just see money getting taken out. I was like, what the fuck is this for pizza? I haven't even ordered pizza. Oh, remember the payment that you did, the payment plan?
Yeah, I remember you ordered pizza like 3 years ago. It's like,
Yeah,
what if you order a big ass order? You have to pay it off in like years.
yeah, that order. Remember that order? Yeah, you're still paying it with interest.
Bro,
With interest.
I can't imagine. Even though technically it's the same shit. We're like, I use my credit card to pay at restaurants sometimes. Technically it's the same shit, but it's different. Just cause like,
It's different because look, it's different because if you use your credit card, what you want to really do is use your checking account as a saving, and use your credit card, and then don't use your of course your checking account or your debit card because you're using your credit card. So whenever the time comes, you pay it off.
yeah.
But you don't like. Let's say you have a. If this depends on what's your limit, your credit card limit. Because if you have 3,000, some people get pass it and not make 3,000 and spend the 3,000.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to be disciplined on that stuff too.
I mean, yeah. But I don't know. I don't like the idea of being in debt for food. That's just weird to me.
If you're gonna do that shit, use a credit card at that point.
Yeah.
You get cash back. You get points.
Exactly. At least you get cash back. That shit applies to your credit score at least. You pay
Exactly.
Back. You paying back your pizza. That shit's not even helping your credit score.
I think it can. No, but I don't think it can.
Usually
But
those don't. Like those pay in full installments.
Doesn't?
They usually don't affect your credit score. That's why it's so easy to get accepted though too.
The one thing
They don't
I
even check your credit
The one
score.
thing I don't, this is what I don't get. I don't get this, and I hate when they do this. When like, every time I go to like Forever 21, because Bati wants to go there, or sometimes like when she usually goes, or even other stores, they always ask, "Oh, you want to sign up for the credit card? Or hey, you want to get 20% off? Just sign up, and you just use it once, and then you don't have to use it again." And just for that one bill purchase and all that, they would ask, and at the same time, I think it's annoying. But like, I wonder if they get any like benefits off of it if they do get someone to sign up.
Do they get benefits?
Yeah, like commission, a little commission, or like a bonus, or
Probably.
you think so? For them to always keep pushing it on you.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Like, if you're loyal to a company, it does help to have credit card with the company because they usually have benefits for paying with that credit card. like whatever company it is.
Really?
Usually.
Oh yeah, but see, I get
That's what I'm
that.
saying. Like if you're loyal to that company, like if you buy from that company a lot, I think it's worth
But
it.
I feel like that's smart for like if you. I guess you're right. If for females, I feel like I can see it. I can see
Well,
that.
I mean, I'm not even just talking about just Forever 21. I'm
No,
just
no,
talking
I
about like
know.
for all stores.
Because that's what I'm saying. But in my head, I was like, yeah, for 21 makes sense. But like, because I agree. Because there's like Cabela's, there's Dick's.
Yeah.
Those are like actual
Like if you
equipment.
got if you got one at like Walmart, that'd probably be helpful. I don't know if what kind of benefits they have there. I know Target has credit cards too. And they probably give you discounts for just paying with the credit card.
Yeah, but then you get points. You get points just using your phone if you sign up for the rewards. But that's what Safeway does, and that's what Target does too. I got $11 without even knowing.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends where you're shopping at and whatever works for you. But I think it's definitely helpful if you're going to be shopping at like one place consistently. I think it is helpful to get a credit card with them. But that does kind of force you to stay loyal to them too, because you're kind of like, if you want to get the benefits, you could just not.
Because you can just use it once and never use it again. Because once you open it, it's better to keep it open than not use it than close it. Because then if you close it, that's when it affects your credit card, your credit score.
Yeah.
It does. No, it does.
It does, but it doesn't. Like it does, but it's not that big of an impact. Like as long as you're doing everything else right, you'll be fine.
Nah, bro. Depending on how long you have it open for.
Well, obviously, like if you just open it and close it the next day, that's gonna affect you.
It's gonna affect you a little bit,
But
probably.
I mean, it's gonna affect you, I think, more if you
No.
close it next day.
Oh, I don't know because what I've heard too, like people that actually like talk about credit cards and all that, they say that it's better even if you have it for a long time. Like it's better to have it because if you if you cut it out when you had it maybe like for like 4, 8 years, maybe 3. They said like because you already have history with that card.
No, I know why you're saying that because what happens is they average the history of all your other cards. But that's what I'm saying. It depends where you're at. Because if you have other cards, then it won't matter. It's all about your credit history because everything gets averaged out. So basically, if you have like an old ass like the oldest card you have and you delete that, basically it's gonna be like your longest history taken out of the average.
That will affect a lot.
But your history doesn't affect your credit score that much, is what I'm saying. Because you can have a not that long of a history. If you have everything else right, you can still have a good score. So even though it will make your history look like a lot younger, it still won't bring your score that much down, that much lower, if you're doing everything else right, paying your payments on time and all that. But like I said, you have to be doing everything else right because it does affect your score for sure. And then, like you said, it depends how old it is too.
I'm telling you that I feel like the older it is, the more it affects the not the newest. Like if it's new, I feel like the less it affects.
To a certain extent, because I think if it's too new, it affects it, I feel like even worse because it shows that you're just opening cards just to close them just for the benefits.
You're right. If you get it like in a month or like if you cut it like take it out in a month or 2.
Yeah.
I feel like if you do it in 2 years and you have other ones that are like 7, 8 years, I feel like it won't affect you as much. But
I mean, yeah. I feel like it's not that bad to close old accounts as long as you have enough other accounts
open
to have that history. But
if you don't,
yeah, hold on to them.
Because like I said, it will affect your credit score.
But it's not that big of a deal, like I said too. It will affect it, but
I mean, it will
your
affect
history.
it.
Your history is just a small percent of what goes into your credit score too, because it's also about how many accounts you have open. It's also about
the payment,
what the type of accounts you have,
payment on time.
And also it takes other things like if you're a renter and you're paying rent, sometimes that gets taken into account. Or if you're paying a mortgage, that can be taken into account.
Or if you take out a loan.
Well, that counts as a credit. That's why I was saying the type of credit that you have. The type of credit counts a lot too. Like if you have a car loan versus house loan, or like type of credits you have, the type of credits you have
But I think when you refinance your something, doesn't that affect your credit and make it go down?
I
A
think
little.
so.
It doesn't make it go down a lot, but it makes it go down a little bit.
I think that has to do with checking your credit score. Because every time you do a hard inquiry on your credit score, it goes down.
What do you mean?
Basically, anytime you're trying to open up a new account
The credit?
of credit,
Yeah.
a new line of credit, because they have to check it. They have to like officially check it. But you know what I learned is that you check online like on Credit Karma, that can actually be inaccurate, like really inaccurate. I've heard people say like it could be off by like 200 points.
Really?
Yeah. Because what happened is apparently they don't take everything into account. Like they'll basically they take what you give them, but they don't have like if you're paying rent or shit like that. Like they usually don't have all the information.
So could it be worse or better?
Either way, they don't know because they don't have the information.
Unless you give it to them or not.
I mean, I don't know if there's ways to give it to them, but the point is,
They only really track your credit cards.
yeah, basically, from what I've seen, I think they check your loans too, because you can put in your loans, but I don't think it's up to date too, like because I think that they update them later, like they're a little behind.
I think they updated them like a month behind.
But yeah, the only reason I know that is because people say like you have to check it, but also just be prepared that when you go in to apply, sometimes they'll still reject you, even if you think you have a good credit score, because then they'll show you like actually this is your real credit score, or the other way around where you go in and it's like just because it looks like you might not get accepted doesn't mean you shouldn't try, because you might still have a higher credit score than you think.
That is true.
So it goes both ways.
You're not wrong there. But I've heard that too. Even if you have a low, like go just try and you'll see if you do or not. It's better to try than not do it and then think that you're not gonna be able to, and then somehow you were able to.
Yeah. And I feel like ultimately it's a human making those decisions. So even if it's like you have a low credit score, I feel like if you go in and you can like convince them to give you a loan, that you can convince them that you're trustworthy and that they can trust you, you might still be able to get a decent loan.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna get like the greatest loan. You might still be able to get something, even if you have a bad credit score.
You just gotta be careful with the interest, because that's where they they might accept you, but with the interest rate, they'll fuck you there sometimes. Because I saw a video of this one girl. It was like an account or YouTube account or TikTok account. I don't even know which one it was, but it's just an account, entertainment or whatever. Pretty much, he helps people with their like debts, and he saw that this girl, and the thing is, she makes enough money for she didn't have to take that small loan. She took I think like a $500 loan, maybe
$500?
Yeah, $500 to $700 loan.
That's a small ass loan.
But the interest rate was I think $200 to $500, 200 to 500% interest.
The fuck?
I think it might have been 200. So pretty much,
God damn.
you borrow 500, but you're probably gonna be paying around 1,000 to 1,500 back. And I think you have to pay before something, or else it's gonna do it again.
So a 200% interest, that's 200% per year. 200%, 500 plus 200%, that'd be 1,000 500.
500, yeah.
That's crazy. You're paying $1,000 in interest.
For 500.
That's
like
crazy.
She fucked up. And then I think there was one that did like
Bro, at that point you just hire a hitman.
Yeah.
You know what? Take him out. I'm not paying that shit. I'll just kill him. See?
And then there was another one where I think to do a down payment on a house. I think what they did was they got a credit card, and then with the credit card they used that instead of, I don't know what it was, but they used a firm to pretty much bring it down, like to do it, which they brought like pretty much made it the worst. That was like the worst way to like do it.
Bank firms are sketchy, bro. Like investment firms and banks and all that shit, they're all sketchy. All of them. Especially the bigger ones.
Like which one?
Like Chase and what JP Morgan. This is the bigger investment firms.
They're investment firms?
Yeah. I think banks.
JP Morgan for sure.
People they just work with money basically.
How long has Chase been around? Because I barely started seeing it recently these years.
It's been around for a while.
Really?
It's been around for a few
Because
years.
like lately, like honestly, maybe it's since 2020 is when I saw this born.
I mean,
2020,
I think
2019.
it might be getting bigger now. But to be honest, it's probably owned by a bigger one, even one that's even bigger.
Possibly Bank of
That's
America.
the thing. I mean, yeah, because like I notice a lot of times when you see big brands, they're not actually independent brands. A lot of times they're just owned by bigger brands.
Walmart.
Like Walmart is actually not even owned by like itself anymore. So it got bought up.
It's like Disney buying other stuff like ESPN,
Basically.
Marvel.
And that's what investment firms are. And that like a lot of investment firms, they'll just buy up different companies.
Did you hear about the whole Fortnite? What they're bringing Disney?
They're bringing Disney into Fortnite?
Yeah, so they're doing Disney. You see Disney, you see because they own a lot. You're gonna see Star Wars, Marvels, like all this other kind of stuff on like Fortnite. And what I've been hearing is honestly like the reason why all
Disney accepted that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy that they would accept that, because they, the reason that they didn't want to have any Disney characters on
Fortnite.
on Smash Bros.
Why?
Was because they didn't want any Disney characters to be seen doing violent shit.
Well,
And now they're putting them on Fortnite with guns.
well,
That's just crazy,
I feel
right?
like it depends on what it is because it's Star Wars, Marvels, and like all that.
Yeah, I guess they're not gonna put like Mickey Mouse on there.
I mean, they could technically now.
No, I'm tripping though. I'm tripping. I just remember that wasn't Disney. No, I'm mixing that story up. Disney didn't want. I mean, that's true that Disney didn't want on the Marvel, but it was that I'm mixing the stories up. It was actually Nintendo that said that about Mario, because they were talking about bringing Mario onto Mortal Kombat. He was supposed to be on Mortal Kombat.
What?
And Nintendo was like, nah, we don't want Mario being that type of violence. We don't put Mario, which makes more sense, because Mortal Kombat is fucking graphic with their violence.
Yeah.
They're like, we're okay with cartoon violence like in Smash Bros, but not this.
Or like what is called, where the basketball with Mario, Luigi, and Peach. Remember
That was a good game.
That was a good game.
The
On
All-Star
GameCube,
basketball.
Yeah, like that. I feel like it's fine, but like.
But I love those
Mortal
Mario sport
Kombat,
games.
Mortal Kombat, shit. That
Yo,
shit
they need
gets
to bring a like a Wii Sports, but with Mario, like just the Mario, all type of sports in one game.
like the golf, tennis.
Yeah, tennis, all that shit, just in one game.
The golf one.
That shit would go
fun.
so hard.
I like the golf one a lot, and I like the tennis. Those were like two, and the baseball. Those are my
Tennis,
three
baseball,
favorites. The soccer one,
golf was
I
pretty.
didn't really
fun.
like too much. It was alright. Like I
soccer
like
one?
it. I like it, but it's not like.
You know
I
what
like
was
other
missing
sports ones.
is the story for it. I feel like because
It
I
had
feel
so
like
much story, no?
did it. I just
I
remember.
think the first one.
I just remember it being multiplayer. To be honest,
I didn't play the second one. They had a second.
there was one on the Wii, right?
Yeah.
I didn't play it either. I didn't like the soccer one that much either, to be honest. It seemed to, I don't know, maybe it was just that the soccer field was also small as shit. You could like run across them like really easily. But I don't know, it just seemed too watered down. Like, baseball one actually felt like you were really playing baseball. And like tennis, yeah. Like obviously with extra fucking superpowers, but
Tennis, yeah.
the soccer one didn't, it felt like fucking table hockey or some shit. It didn't feel like real soccer, you know?
You tackle them, nothing happened. It really did feel like hockey, I guess.
Yeah, no fucking red cards or anything. You could literally tackle each other.
And then like, and,
You could play dirty as shit.
I do like how they had like the whole special. with
Don't
the
get me
kicker.
wrong. I like me a good sport game where you could just play dirty. Those games are fun. Remember that one phone game on it was a mobile game for, it was like football.
Oh.
And they had like super power ups and shit. You could literally
And you're
just
just running. You like
you could tackle
I do
motherfuckers. You
remember
could
that.
literally just kill motherfuckers. They didn't have to be holding the ball or anything. There was no fouls. You could just be tackling him. You could be bullying one dude. He'd be like just getting him knocking him down. As soon as he gets up, just knock him back down. But I don't know, like sport games with no rules. We need to bring that genre. Like that genre needs to become more mainstream. I want to see like FIFA, but like a mode where there's just no flags. Like no, is there?
Yeah.
No cards.
No rules.
Bruh. I want to play that. That shit's fun. I don't know why it's so much fun to just fuck around and be like, all right, I'm gonna break your players now.
So what for FIFA now? Like they have like futsal where they're in like actual ABA where it's 4v4 and stuff like that. They have the actual regular one. They have where it's like
Yo,
they have a
it's
lot
gonna be on it. Yo, we need to do power with soccer with guns. It's just me. Yo, you got blocked by goalie. Bah, bah. Not anymore. Bah,
Yeah.
Just kick it in. Just knock him out. It'll be like a 5-second knockout. Like you get revived by yourself. You don't need to wait for someone to revive you. Just get knocked down for a little bit. But that shit would be fun.
I wonder how that would work.
Just play any sport games with guns. Just be playing football. You're just gunning people down, running down to the end zone with a little Uzi. Running with a little Uzi. But that shit would be so fun. Bro, some game developer needs to get on that shit.
Honestly. So what happened with the whole POW and Pokemon? Have you caught
That lawsuit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Nintendo has anything. I think they're trying to push it, but I don't know if they have anything to actually win. Because technically, all the models are made by their developers. They didn't technically steal anything.
They know actual.
Yeah. It's just like it's just the same idea, but technically they didn't actually steal anything. Like you can't own the idea of having pets and making them fight. I feel like
And the Pokeball, it's not even a Pokeball. It's called a sphere.
Palsphere.
Palsphere. It
Yeah.
doesn't even look like a Pokeball.
It's just
either.
like there's a lot in common, but there's also like they didn't steal any. And there's also the fact that like I was watching a YouTube video about it, like a commentary video, and the guy made a good point where he was saying like in today's society, like everybody has grown up with Pokemon so much that it's kind of been integrated as part of society to the point where it's like you can't say that you own the idea anymore because everyone knows about it already. It's kind of just like at that point, everyone
like
already.
little kids.
Yeah, it's like anyone already knows about it to the point where it's like, yeah, you might own that exact version, but they could just make a different version. It's like you can't own concepts like that. That's why
It's like
I
Call
think-
of Duty.
I
Like,
think-
there's a lot of
yeah.
shooting games. You can't just because they're having one shooting game. They can't be like, yeah, you copied me.
exactly,
now you
and that's
can't
the
make no
exact
more.
point some people were saying was like even if it was the exact same model, people were saying like you like imagine if people started doing that with gun games where like Battlefield and Call of Duty they were suing each other because they had the same like fucking AK-47 model. Whereas like of course it's gonna look the same. They're both the same gun. So it doesn't matter. Whereas like that's the kind of what they're saying. Like just because something looks the same is like you gotta look at how it functions in the game too and everything. Like sure the guns might look the same, but people like Battlefield versus Call of Duty because they're two different games and they play differently. And that's basically what they were saying with Power World was like sure there's some similarities, but they're two completely different games from Power World and Pokemon. And it's true, like you're not gonna go in Pokemon strapped up. You're not gonna pick up your Charizard and start using him like a flamethrower.
That'd be cool.
That would be dope.
That'd be cool.
But Nintendo doesn't listen to their fans. So you know what? That's what you get, bro. Like,
Honestly, they don't. They really don't. That's why all these new games that have been coming out.
and honestly, I hope someone else makes a copy of. And there already has been. Actually, there already have been
They
some.
are in
I was
phone
gonna
apps.
say. I was gonna say. No, you don't even know what I'm saying. But
I was about to say for Pokemon.
I was gonna say for Paper Mario,
Oh.
there already are some copies though, low key. I don't know if you've heard of Bug Tales, I think, or
Nah.
Bug Fable, or some shit like that. Let me look it up.
Bugtails?
Bug Fables. Yeah, Bug Fables, the everlasting sapling.
This one?
Yeah, it's basically like made like Paper Mario.
Yo, if they do,
But it's already real. It's a game. I played it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
So it already came out?
yeah. I've been playing it. It's old. It came out like 2014. But
Oh, what the?
I want to see more games like that. Paper Mario was such a good game,
It really was. I didn't like the newer
and
one.
then they just went and ruined the whole fucking series for no
Yeah.
reason. Everybody loved the Thousand Year Door. That was the best version of Mario,
The best.
of Paper
the
Mario.
best.
And then they just had to go and ruin it for no fucking reason. I will say, RPG is also kind of fun, which I did play the remaster. I think the camera turned off. Yeah, it's been 30 minutes. But yeah, that game is pretty fun. But I'm gonna be honest, it's fun, but something about it just makes me miss Paper Mario. Like I started playing it and I was like, nah, it's not the same. And that's, I don't know, just something about it is missing. Like you know what I feel like it is to me? I feel like it's just like I don't give a fuck about those characters.
Yeah.
That's really what it is to me. It's just like those characters don't matter to me. And that's what made Paper Mario so exciting was like you're playing that game and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, a Koopa and he's gonna be on my team? That's exciting. Like it's just like little details like that. And it's like, okay, now I'm gonna get a Bomb on my team. That shit's exciting.
A Boo.
A Ghost. Like and don't get me wrong, Paper Mario actually does introduce a lot of new characters too. But you see a lot of relatable characters, and I feel like it's that mixture. Whereas like you see a lot of new characters that you get to fall in love with. Like I love the turtle dude. He would have like a little band-aid on his nose. I love that dude.
Oh yeah.
I love that dude. He was one of my favorite allies.
Yeah, and then I'm sorry.
Him and then the little Yoshi that you would hatch. You'd hatch your own Yoshi. That was kind of dope, and you get to name him and everything. And you got lucky, depending like, because it would give you a random color. So like you would have to get lucky, and like if you got the color you wanted, you got the color you wanted. And if not, it's fine. But you'd get like a random color.
I really forgot so much about the game. Like I know how the gameplay is and everything, but
bro,
like,
I started replaying it on the emulator because of that game. Like I was saying, I started playing the Bug Fables, and this shit just made me crave the original game. It's like I'm gonna just get an emulator and just play it on here instead. But the remaster is coming out, and I'm gonna play the remastered version.
Really?
I don't care. I'll pay for it again.
when is it coming out?
Actually, it might have come out already. I think it was supposed to come out at the beginning of this year. I don't know if it already came out or if it's supposed. I think it might have come out in April. I think it's supposed to come out in April.
Oh, the son. The girl, that's who it was. That right? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the
you're right. The
Goomba.
Yoshi and then the mouse.
The mouse,
Yo.
the ghost. Oh, I liked the ghost girl too. The purple ghost.
Yeah.
I liked her. She was a good one.
The bomber. Yo, I forgot about all this.
Bro,
The ghost. See, I remember most of these. I don't really remember like.
no, those weren't
Okay,
allies.
right.
Those are all enemies.
All these are allies, right?
Yeah, those are all enemies on the other side. Yo, but they should have brought that back, 100%. And you know what? You know what kind of reminded me of that a little bit was when I played Odyssey. Just because you got to play as the enemies, I feel like that's part of what it was that made it so cool to me. Was just the fact that you got to play as like some of the enemies, technically, like the Koopa and like the Bomb. It's like technically in like other Mario games, those are supposed to be the enemies. Like in this game, they're like your allies.
Yeah,
I feel like
you get to do like the moves they give you.
yeah, I feel like that was what made it cool, and that's why I'm saying like Mario Odyssey kind of brought that back a little bit for me.
Have you played Princess Peach?
That comes out in March, I think.
No, I think it already did come out.
Did it already come out?
I swear I've seen it.
Oh, it just came out then. Nah, I feel like I would have seen Dashi playing it.
No, because
I swear I would have seen Dashi playing that shit.
I s-
He would be playing that shit day one.
Peach.
You know he would be playing that shit day one.
No, the reason why is because when I went to GameStop, I swear I saw that there too. All my shit's in Spanish, bro. But the reason why is because I saw it there, and I want to play the Mario, like the Wonderland.
When that shit drop?
I think last year.
Peach? Nah. That shit didn't drop last year. You tripping on that?
Yeah, 2003. 2023, I mean. Look, see?
Yeah,
Well,
it
you
comes out
can't-
March. See,
So you
22nd of
pre-order
March.
it.
See, I told you it was 22nd of March.
Man. Then
See,
they
I
just
remember. I remember it came out in March.
so they just have it in the fucking case that you can buy the
Hey,
case.
yo, what?
What?
New Year's in Atlanta. Also, football fans catered for Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Hey, yo, what? Chick-fil-A did a Peach Bowl?
A peach bowl?
Like for peach. Like a
Oh, what? Release.
I think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is this year. Fucking liars.
Yeah, it comes on the 22nd.
Then why
I'm
the
gonna play
fuck?
that game though. I'm gonna get that shit. I don't care.
Then why the fuck did I see it in the?
Sometimes GameStops will sell that shit early, even though they're technically not supposed to.
They don't even have the game. Do they actually have the
They
game?
get the games early. They have to have it in the back.
That was during Christmas.
They're probably giving you pre-orders too, though.
That's probably what it. But they have. I saw the box and everything. I was like, oh, what the fuck, Princess Peach there?
No, but I mean, I've heard stories of GameStops getting in trouble because they'll sell games sometimes
not
before
supposed to.
release date.
Is this supposed to be
they-
a remaster or second? Because this is right here, Super Peach.
So technically, she had a on the Game Boy, I think.
Uh huh.
But it's a second. It's a sequel.
Oh.
I don't it's not the same game.
Have you played this one? This is another one out of
Wonder?
Yeah.
I thought about it, but it doesn't look that different, to be honest. Like I feel like they made it different.
I don't like. Why
they
the
didn't,
fuck
you
is
know?
there an elephant?
I feel like they were trying so hard to make it different that they added like this. They basically just added drugs into it.
Is that really what it was?
Straight up, like he does shrooms, or I guess he does flowers.
See but these type of games, I will always love.
Like they're fun. Don't get me wrong, but they're like $60. So I was like, I'm not gonna pay for it. Shit. Whereas like I know it's gonna be a similar game, and though I feel like the only thing that makes those games fun is when you're playing with other people.
Yeah, for sure.
And I knew like we don't get that much time like that to get together to play like that. Once we have like the whole rib house set up, I would love to be getting those type of games and just fuck around on live stream.
Which one was your favorite from the ones that came out from these?
The 3D Mario 3D.
With the cat? Because I think that one had the cat.
No, the one. No, what was it called?
Are you talking about the
No, you are right. You are right. The 3D one was the one with cat. But I'm thinking about the new Mario Bros. That's the one I like. The one with the propeller hat. I love that one. That's the one that we used to play on the Wii.
Yeah. The one you go shoo shoo shoo.
Yeah, you could just fly with that.
Yeah. Super Mario. What is it, bros?
Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
But I'm gonna look up in the Super Mario Bros.
Oh, Super Mario Bros. Yeah.
Because they're all different. They're all
It was the
close.
new Super Mario Bros. You talking about the one we're talking about?
This one?
Oh yeah, new Super Mario Bros. Wii. Oh yeah, that game's coming back out. The
one?
remake. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Mario versus Donkey Kong. Remember that game?
Long time ago. Oh, on the DS.
Bro, they're bringing it back for the
On the
Switch.
DS!
I'm excited for that.
Ah!
I'm excited for that one.
Is that a remaster or is it
It's
like?
a remaster,
So it's the same thing, but just
Yeah.
like.
which I think is better because lately Nintendo just be fucking it up. So I feel like if they made a new one, I don't know.
I love this game. They actually.
I
Showed,
want the remaster.
They
though.
showed
I'm
the
excited.
reporter. This is where the reporter was.
Oh, what's her name? Palantina,
Yeah,
I think.
something like that. I don't know.
The chick. They
Did
bring
it
her
already
back.
come out?
Nah. Did it? I think it did.
Unless pre-order.
Pre-order. When does it come out? I said it's just
16.
Oh, 16.
So
Oh, that
like
comes out in
4
like a few days.
4 days.
4 days. Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, another one that I liked. Let's see where it is. It's on the DS. It was one of my favorites too. It had like Mario and like Baby Mario, Baby Luigi.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. You're talking about Mario RPG.
Mario.
Back in time, I think.
I
you're
think so.
talking.
Maybe. Wait.
I know it was an RPG. It was one of the RPG games for sure. Or the Mario. It's Mario and Luigi. Yeah, it was one of the Mario and Luigi games. I remember.
Yeah.
Mario?
Yeah, here it is.
That's not it though. That's Paper Jam.
I think it is this one. No?
No, it's one of the Mario and Luigi games.
What the heck is
though.
Paper Jam?
That's the one they did Mario and Luigi, and then Paper Mario crossover.
You said it was Mario and Luigi then.
Yeah,
So
something about time. Mario and Luigi, and then I think it was like something about time.
Partner in Time?
Yeah, Partners in Time.
Yeah,
remember that cover? The one next to it? Yeah. I remember seeing that
Which
cover.
one is this? This is like a
It's Mario and
remaster.
Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story.
No. It was this one for sure. Yeah, this is the one. This one right here was a good game too. Was it? Yeah.
I feel like they need to bring all the Mario and Luigi
Yeah.
games. Because those were the ones that were, it's like,
This was-
the fighting is kind of like Paper Mario, right?
Yeah.
Where you take turns.
This game right here was really fun.
Bro, they need to bring those back. That shit's $70. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good game.
Shit, it wasn't that good.
I don't.
You can get it on emulator for free.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Mario
Well,
Kart, Super Mario. This was fun too.
you know what's crazy?
What's up?
Is that we could be playing these online. Because they got DS emulators where you could just play online.
I never played any Zelda games.
You never played any of them?
Like I played one, but I don't remember which one it was.
The only one that I really played was the Breath of the Wild. No, not Breath of
Is
the
that the
Wild.
one with 2 Link?
That's the newest one. Not the newest one, but that's the newer one. Yeah, the one Wind Waker, the one with Toon Link.
I think I've seen that.
That one's fun.
I think I played that one because of like you having it. I
Bro,
played
that
the
one is fun.
Another blinker.
Yeah, fuck it. Well, I don't know about another. We didn't even do it the first time.
Oh, try to do a blinker.
Bro, I know I've told you already, but I need to say this shit on the podcast. I've been playing nonstop Pokemon Unite. And that shit,
I don't.
it's more fun. Like, I'll be having more fun than it should be having. Like, it's not even that fun.
Bro, I don't think you. I don't even think there's a fucking blinker.
Yeah, you don't think it blinks? I don't think so either, to be honest.
I even try to do it slowly. Oh, let's go. Yeah, she got a blinker.
Well,
Oh shit! I just realized.
we didn't have the light on.
Nah.
Hey, it's fine now.
Yeah, it is what it is. Oh, I guess we can talk about something else too, but we just went back to like memory lane, honestly. We talked about all the like fun Marios, honestly. Those were like good times. Now I'm telling you, the newer games, like the newer Marios are okay. The newer Sonics are okay.
Yeah, sure, I was gonna bring up actually the newest Sonic was actually kind of mid.
The one with the
Frontiers?
RPG, where the
Yeah,
one
the
that-
open world.
Open world.
That show's kind of mid.
Was it?
Like, don't get me wrong, it's a fun game, but it just did not feel like Sonic at all. It just felt like, and I guess that's what they were trying to go for. They're trying to change it up entirely, but I don't know. I didn't fuck with it, to be honest. I feel like they could have done open world, but still made it cartoony. Whereas like they tried too hard. They just put Sonic in like a fucking Hyrule.
Let's look it up now.
What it looked like, to be honest, it felt like I was just running around in Hyrule,
Yeah.
like in Breath of the Wild. I feel like if they did an open world, but they kept it like in Green Hills,
Uh-huh.
in Green Hill Zone,
Oh, like
that could have
actual
been. That, I feel like that could have been good.
I think that could have actually been good.
I would have enjoyed that more if it was like
What is this?
like Mario, like Sonic 3D, Sonic Superstars. That's the newest one that came out.
Really?
Yeah, that's like multiplayer. You can actually play. That looks fun actually.
That does actually look.
I haven't played it, but that looks honestly kind of fun to play together. So you pick one of the 4 characters. You can play.
It's kind of
Sonic,
like Heroes. Is it Heroes or is it
Sonic Hero.
Yeah. Like, no, it's not. I thought there was another game that you could pick.
What people are saying is a lot like it's like the other Mario game we were talking about, which is honestly it reminds me a lot of that game, like the new Super Mario Wii.
Yeah.
It's similar to that.
Frontiers.
Frontiers, that's the open world one.
Is it?
Yeah. That's one. I don't know. I feel like it's just too much.
I see what you mean. It looks cool though.
Like I said, it was fun. But I just don't think that it should be the main lineup of Sonic games. I think it should be like they should still keep the classic Sonics.
Have you played this one?
That's Unleashed. I heard that game sucked, so I never even tried it.
I played it.
Was it good?
It was alright. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't.
I heard people say that the levels with him turning into a werewolf sucked.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And then Sonic Generations.
Sonic Generations.
The first Mario and Sonic Olympics.
The first one was one of the best.
The best.
I haven't played any of the other ones.
Shadow
the Hedgehog needs to make a comeback. I feel like
that was a good one.
He could have a good game now if they brought that shit back and made it first person.
Sonic Force.
That's one where you could design your own character.
Oh, what's the Sonic the Secret Range?
I don't even know about that one. Sonic the Black Knight. The fuck?
This is on the Wii.
Sonic Riders. I know that one. That
one was fun. Yeah. Which one is this?
I never even seen that shit. That shit look fake to me. That look like from an alternate dimension.
Bro, this shit's like only like 16, 17 bucks.
Let's get it.
It's on the Wii. What the fuck? I'm trying to look like actually see if there's anything about it, but like
it's weird. The Black Knight.
Do we actually look that up?
Yo, comment below if y'all ever played that shit.
For real?
Because I never even heard of it. Sonic Hedgehog, the Black Knight. There you go. Full game. When did that come out?
That's what, I don't know. What the heck is
4 years ago. Should did not come out 4 years ago. 6 years ago. 15 years. That makes more sense.
I mean, this was on the Wii, so it makes it. Definitely can't be that.
15 years. Man, is it slashing?
Yeah. That actually looks pretty.
Sword? Is it open world too?
Huh. That reminds me of what is called, what's it called? Fuck. Digimon. Just that flavor.
I feel like they try to do too much with Sonic games. Like they do the cutscenes where they show him running up the walls and shit.
Oh yeah,
they have, like the cameras twisting and shit. It's like, bro, I just want a classic Sonic game where I'm just running, side scrolling. Or if it's gonna be open world, it's like run around, but like
it didn't really show that much of the game. It just pretty much showed that.
I feel like that's what a lot of Sonic games are nowadays. It's like you're just running. It's like there's not much gameplay to them. That's why I kind of stopped playing the Frontiers one. Because I realized there's not much gameplay to it other than just you're running really fast around.
Oh, this is it right here. Huh. Doesn't look too bad.
I don't know, to see, like, to me, it's just like, it feels like you're just running through a level, just like, the kill the enemy so fast, you just like, and just move on.
But that's the whole point of Sonic, though, is to beat the level to, like, go to the ring.
Yeah.
That is the
I
whole...
don't know.
That's
I stopped fucking with that shit.
That's the point of Sonic, though.
I know, I stopped fucking with it, though. I know that that's...
Sonic Adventure.
Nah. Sonic Adventure was different, because you would look for, like, the chaos drives and shit. I mean, that's what made it fun to me, at least, because you would beat the levels, and that was fun, too. But...
I'm not gonna lie, this one doesn't look too bad, though.
Well, even that, though, there's also different characters. You would play as Tails, or you would play as Knuckles, trying to find... That was different. Sonic Adventure was completely different. Where I feel like the newer ones is just like slash and dash, basically. Which is like... That's a genre for some people. But I don't like that.
Oh, Sonic Colors. I got it for the DS, but I never played it. It just didn't catch my eye.
People said that one sucked too.
Honestly, it kind of did when I did play a little bit. That's it? There's no way. There should be more because of Sonic Adventures. What the fuck is this? Sonic Blast?
Damn.
I feel like the old ones were just better.
The classic OGs.
Yeah. Sonic Adventure DX. Oh, I remember.
Adventure DX was good.
What was the difference from DX and Sonic Adventures?
Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure DX. Director's cut. I don't know. I think it might have been just extra scenes in there.
When this is weird, that's when you're able to get the like golden chows and like all that.
Yeah.
That was pretty.
That's basically like the deluxe version, I think.
And it's the same thing as the Sonic Adventures, the Sonic Adventures 2 battle.
Yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 and then Sonic Adventure 2 battle.
And that's when it came with like the extra chow stuff.
Versus each other.
And like dark.
Bruh, I bought that shit on my PC and it won't even fucking load up. That shit pissed me off. It's only $2, but that shit pissed me off because I just want to play the game. So I don't even care about the $2.
What is this?
I'm gonna have to pirate that shit. Just get the emulator. But I tried paying for it. You can't get mad at me.
Sonic.
I mean, I did pay for it technically.
Have you heard of this one?
Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. Nope. Bro, I feel like Sonic games just flop. Like nobody hears about them. Like it's not like a Mario game. Everyone knows about it. Everybody's talking about fucking Wonder when that shit dropped.
Yeah, I think it might have been fake.
You ever played the Sonic racing games?
This is the trailer. Which one?
The Sonic racing games? Or Sega. They have Sega Kart.
No, I haven't.
Bruh, that shit. I've never even played it, but that shit just looks goofy as fuck. No way. Is that like an RPG? A turn-based battle? Sonic try to do an RPG game.
Yeah.
That's kind of a dope concept, but I'm sure they fucked it up and no one ever talks about this game.
Coming soon, channel. See the comment. I'm the only one
Who loves the game? This game? Maybe it's a good game. I don't know. But I've never heard of it. Nobody ever talks about it.
It says, I still remember when I played the game as a kid. That was my favorite Sonic game. I loved the story, character animation, and soundtracks.
Maybe we should try the game out.
This is Shade, the RIP Sniff. Huh. It actually has good comments. Huh. We might actually try it out then. But besides that, I was gonna go back to this too, but I just never did. Was the whole yesterday was the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
That was a good game. I'm not gonna lie. It was an actual good
it
Super
was
Bowl.
pretty good. I thought it was gonna suck with the first half. Nothing really happened other than the first. He made the one touchdown.
So
But yeah, the second half picked up for sure.
the Chief won. The prediction I said was
Spoiler.
wrong. Yeah, spoiler.
It's like, you missed that shit. If you weren't watching, you don't care.
Yeah. So pretty much they won. Was it 20?
I don't know the score. I don't remember.
I think it was maybe 20 and like 26 or something. No, 20 and 24.
It's 22, I think. Because they scored. Cause they had 19. They both had 19, and then they scored a field goal.
No,
so they got
one had
22.
16. No. Yeah.
And they tied. They were both tied at
Yeah,
19.
Yeah, you're right.
That's when they went over to overtime. The second overtime.
So they scored a field goal, so they had
They 22.
22.
And then the other guy got
25.
25.
So that's the score, 22 to 25. Chief won. But there was no proposal.
Yeah. I didn't think there was
I
gonna
feel
be after. I thought if it was gonna happen, I thought it would have happened at halftime. So
I would have thought it would have happened after the game, but I mean, I feel like maybe because everybody was talking about it, I feel like it maybe just wasn't gonna.
yeah, I mean, some people were saying that they were gonna break up too. So I don't know.
Ay. What is it? Is it marriage or breakup?
I
But
think
then I don't know. I see a lot of social media. Like on social media, I see a lot. Oh, look how much they love each other as a like couple goal, whatever. Just because like after the thing they went to, and they started kissing and making out, and like recording that, and like people are I guess capturing that. Like, oh, look how they.
I mean,
love
that
each other.
doesn't mean that they love each other. You're just both excited.
Yeah. But yeah, that happened. I don't know. You said something about we were talking about this earlier too about the whole bill that's
Yo,
passing.
did you see the comments people have been making about Ice Spice? Speaking of Super Bowl,
No.
she was wearing a upside down crown,
Yeah.
upside
the
down
necklace?
cross necklace.
Yeah. Okay. I was looking
And
at that.
every time they showed her on the big screen, she would make this sign, the devil horns.
No way.
She would look at the screen, like every time like she would notice she's on the screen, she would go like that. Like you literally see her. She's looking at the
No
screen. She's going
way.
like this every time.
Because you know what's crazy? I'm not like no cap. For the second half, the Super Bowl, I was looking for symbolism. Like I was looking around.
I knew there was gonna be something.
Yeah,
The Super
something.
Bowl is their event.
So then after that, I saw that. I was like, yo, what's gonna happen? What's going on? And then I saw Ice Spice and I saw that necklace. I was like, bro, that doesn't look like I already have my suspicions, and I just like I knew it wasn't good. I didn't really. I thought it was a cross, but like I didn't see like it was upside down cross, and I didn't notice the figure thing.
I didn't notice it when we were watching it, but I saw it. Everyone's talking about it in the memes and on Twitter.
I'll say at Super Bowl. Yes. They were showing her there. That says Taylor Swift moments. That's like Ice Spice. That's
Look,
one.
it's right there. They literally put it. Like when she notices she's on the screen. See, she started flashing.
What the fuck?
Zoom in. You can zoom in too. Oh, that one is zoomed in already. And then he said, and I'm gonna zoom in.
Saying the whole thing like Ice Spice throwing demonic signs.
She sees she on a screen, and she flashes her sign.
And then she holds up her chain.
And she holds up her chain.
Damn. I didn't even notice that. But she was on there a couple times, not just once.
I don't think she noticed she was on it.
Yeah. This is just pictures of them. Look at that.
Well, there's another one right there. That's completely. That's on something else too. But yeah, more Illuminati symbolism. That guy's talking about a music video.
I mean, look, think about it though. It's Ice Spice and Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is already. We already talked about it before. She a witch. And like, I mean, she's hanging out with Taylor Swift. I don't know.
Ice Spice kind of popped up out of nowhere too.
That's what I'm saying.
It wouldn't surprise me if she is involved with that shit.
I was watching a video earlier too, saying like, bro, I think Ice Spice is an industry plant because, like, when do you ever see like everybody has a story? Where's her story? She has no story.
And I remember, yeah,
she came out of nowhere. Doesn't even have a story. She's popping.
I'm pretty sure when she first popped out too, she was the one that that partnered, I think, with Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
She had the Ice Spice drink, I think.
Yeah, she did.
Camera stopped recording.
Which is crazy, bro.
That is crazy, because someone that just popped off usually doesn't get those type of deals unless you got connections already or something's going on behind the scenes. Like, that's not something you just pop up out of nowhere and then get a massive deal like that.
It's crazy. I don't know. I didn't even notice about. I didn't even notice that until you said said something.
That's just crazy to me. I remember when that first came up, I was like, "Who is she?" And like, why is she making these big deals already? With, like, I'm not. That's not even me trying to hate. Like, I don't keep up with hip hop like that, but I've never heard of her until that point. And then all of a sudden, she's everywhere, and everyone's like. And I still never really heard her music like that. Like, what song has she put out? That's like mainstream. Do you know?
What?
Do you know what's her big song that that made her famous? Because I don't even know. Like, I've never even heard any of her.
I've heard some of her songs, but I don't really know like the actual names of the song. I'm trying to go to all the spots where I should went quick. Trying to see all the times they do this, and she does it just that one time. I don't know, but I just she looks. Yeah, there's nothing else, honestly. I guess it was just that one time. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is where they captured the moment. They're like, oh, wow, they love each other, goals. They truly love each other. I saw the clock with the, Usher, and then how it turned on fire. He was wearing all white, and then the other girl was wearing all red. I was thinking of that, like maybe that could be symbolism.
Who is that? Natasha, apparently. Your dad kept saying.
Yeah?
Your dad kept saying, yeah, that's Natasha. I was like, who? We're like, who is that? Who's performing? Your dad's like, that's Natasha. I was like, who the fuck is Natasha?
How the fuck you know?
He said, they were saying Natasha's going to perform. I was like, okay. Was that her? I don't know.
I don't know. Was it? I really don't know who it was.
You kept saying, that's Natasha. I was like, okay.
It was Keys, Alicia Keys. Yeah, it was Alicia. My dad was wrong too.
he kept saying
That's Natasha.
that's Natasha. That's Natasha. I was like, who the fuck is Natasha, bro?
He was wrong too.
I was like, Natasha who? I was like, am I supposed to just know who that is?
It's Natasha. That's who it is.
That's Alicia Keys wearing red. Nah, she's already famous. And she's definitely already part of it. 'Cause I was thinking that could have been like initiation, but she's already in deep.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't really like the performance, the second half either, like the show.
The halftime?
Yeah.
The halftime wasn't that good.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. It was mid. Like it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good either.
I agree.
Fucking Ludacris coming out at the end for like
dude,
5 seconds, bruh.
That was
Bro,
funny.
what was he wearing?
That was funny.
Mans was wearing like, I don't know what the fuck he was wearing. He was wearing like pads, like shoulder pads. But I don't know. That shit look weird.
Did it? Oh,
What's
fuck.
with the U?
Yeah, I know. I was like, wait.
Ludacris. It's with the D. L-U-D.
Right here. Yeah, he was only. I was like, yo, wait. He was like, my dad was like, is that the guy from Fast and Furious?
He said that's the actor from Fast and Furious.
Right?
He's like, bro, he's a singer, first of all, and then an actor, just for that.
Where the fuck is he though? Like, where does he come? Oh, there he is.
And it just pops up. I'm not gonna lie, that suit was kind of fire.
Here, look.
The Usher suit, it was like a biker suit. But it was like sparkly biker suit.
He straight up only came to say, when he said, world today. I said, world today.
Yeah. But that was weird, bro. That part was kind of awkward. He's just like, yeah. I looked at you and I was like, yeah. I just started like, yeah.
But it's funny because I swear that's the only time I actually seen him do it, like actually do it.
He did, but he literally came out just for that. They said, yo, Ludacris, can you make an appearance at the Super Bowl halftime show? He said, yeah, how much you got? He's like, yeah, not really that much.
It's a good day, bro. State Farm is
He
there.
said, not really that much, to be honest. He said, you know what? I'll just show up just at the very end.
Yeah.
They didn't have enough in the budget to have him on for the whole show.
They got him for State Farm.
Oh, there he is. He did come out. Oh, he sings.
I didn't hear him. I didn't see this shit.
That was like at the very end. Little John sang for a little bit too.
Yeah.
I think Ludacris got more screen time than Little John.
That might have happened. This was probably one of my, I think one of the ones that I enjoyed.
Towards the end of
Yeah.
the halftime show.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. That was like he was announcing everything, right?
Yeah. He had the mask on too.
I don't know. It was an interesting halftime show for sure.
It was. But
They could have done something crazy.
honestly, the only good play that happened in the first half was that one play.
The touchdown.
The touchdown.
That was a pretty good play.
Pretty much what happened was they pass the ball, they throw it to someone, and then when they threw it, he didn't have nobody, so the guy all the way across, he throws it to him, and that's how he got. That's how he got the touchdown, right?
Yeah.
And that's how they got the touchdown. From there, they ran and got the.
Honestly, the winning play was pretty nice too. The last touchdown.
Yeah.
That was nice too.
Yeah.
What?
I think it was alright.
You thought it was alright?
Yeah. I like the long throw they threw. I think it was Patrick Mahomes. It was him or Purdy, I don't know. But I think it was Patrick Mahomes. I was like,
Patrick Mahomes' run at the end too, where he got the first down right at the end. That was nice.
That was nice. See, that I expected him. I low-key thought he was gonna get that.
He was about to throw it. He was about to throw it.
No, but he was about to get a touchdown with by running through.
I think he was trying to before, but then they just ended up going for the throw.
No, he got knocked out. He got knocked.
That's what I'm saying. I think he was trying to go for it. When you said he almost got it, I'm saying I think he was trying to go for the touchdown. To be honest.
Yeah, he was, but then they got him.
Cause he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just get this touchdown real quick." But I mean, he made the right call because he could have been like greedy and be like, oh, "I want to make this. I want to score the winning point," which I mean, he still technically did. But
are you talking about the last play?
Yeah, because they ended up doing the pass for the last play.
Yeah.
I was like, he could have tried to run it again.
Yeah.
I was like, he was a good teammate. He was like, "Fucking it, do what's best for the team and get this dub."
And there's another part too where there was like an opening right there where he could have ran straight there too.
Yeah. I mean, he played it safe though.
Yeah. Nah, like honestly, I think this Super Bowl was actually a really good Super Bowl. Last Super Bowl was boring.
Yeah.
Last Super Bowl was.
Bro, they be playing too many commercials, low key, on the Super Bowl.
But no, that's football. They be playing.
Yeah.
They be playing a lot.
Like you don't even get to watch one quarter, and they're already. You watch like 5 seconds, and they're like commercials.
Because every time they get off, they or switch, they put a commercial. Yeah. They try to advertise as much as they can.
Yeah. Which I mean, it's not. I'm not against it when they're good commercials, but the commercials were alright. There's like
we even changed it to English to see if we had good commercials.
Yeah, it's because we were watching it in Spanish. The Spanish commercials were ass.
Do they're
talking about toe fungus. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Hey, they had some God. Oh,
that was before I got there.
Yeah, they had like actually like so they were talking about like Jesus. It was like one where it's like a video of like everybody was washing someone else's like feet. And so like that pretty much that's saying everybody's a sinner too.
That one Paramount commercial where they're like, "Yo, we need pigskin," and they look at Peppa.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Peppa. And she's like, "What?"
Then she said, "Okay."
Nah, that would have geeked. She's like, "I understand what I gotta do." So that would have geeked.
It was Paramount, right?
Yeah. Paramount Plus. Yo, speaking of Paramount Plus, is kind of going back to Sonic. I found out that Knuckles is getting a TV show.
Is he?
Yeah, he's gonna get his own show.
Like how? Like as a cartoon? What?
Nah,
like an actual live?
CGI, like the one from the movie. That guy. He's getting his own show. He's getting a TV show.
What? That's dope.
And I found out through a fucking meme.
I don't remember this. That's
probably the longer version. Sometimes they'll replay a shorter version. They'll like play the long version and then they'll replay a shorter version.
Wow, Josh Allen, what a quarterback. He's got a cannon for an arm. Sure does, partner. That's your stupid. You think that's an arm cannon? I'll show you an arm cannon.
That's Dora.
It's warming up.
Did you try turning it off and turning it back on? Of course I did that.
True.
Oh, come on, ref.
Damn.
That's a different one, to be honest. But that
this one right here.
Yeah, that is the one where he said, "I'm not throwing a kid."
Yeah, but this is longer still, I think. No.
Yeah, it is.
I can't get that thing up.
I know it's not.
Football.
Yeah, it was 2 minutes long.
What about a football shaped head? Close the trial. Gutsy calls her smart thinking.
It makes sense why he's right there.
Shut your face! Unless prepared to freeze to death. I'm gonna throw a kid. Not built for the moment, I see. Fine. I'll
Damn.
He was ready.
Throw the child.
Yeah.
And Creed's here.
Watch and learn. Daddy's got
And then puts on a helmet too.
quarter. And we need a hole in one before the 7th
Hole in
inning
one?
stretch.
Sitting in the stretch.
Be brave.
He closes his eyes too. The geek.
I just threw him higher. To a place where we both
The fucking cop.
Why'd you just climb?
so close.
How are we gonna get up there?
Now if there were only someone made of pigskin. Bingo.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Damn.
If there's only someone. Damn, bro.
That's dark.
I mean, Peg of the Pig is a dark
Shoot.
show too, so.
They do be making dark humor jokes in there.
Oh dear. Nah, I think that was one good commercial there. They had a Pluto TV had a commercial which talking about like potato.
Oh, the
couch-
the couch potatoes.
couch potatoes.
It was kind of funny, but don't you not want to associate your customers as couch potatoes? I feel like that's not a good thing.
But they're saying they have better.
They're saying
channels.
like they grow couch potatoes because their show is so good. Like they have the best shows that people just want to stay on the couch. But it's like that. Okay, that makes me not want to be like, damn. Okay, I'm gonna be a lazy piece of shit if I buy this service. So,
Sounds great. Let's go.
all right, sign me up. So, but I mean, people don't care. It is just a joke at the end of the day.
Well, what I do want to know about the thing that you said about the border. You said something was happening over there.
Oh, the border bill.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're kind of over an hour, so I'll just get into this real quick. Basically,
Before you do. Like,
talking about politics while high. Good idea.
so they can't take us serious.
That way I can't get in trouble.
Just
Like I was high. I was just tripping balls. So what if I said to revolt against the government? I was just high. Say. And just start a whole revolution. Yo, but I was just high. It's okay. Blame the weed. I'm gonna write a song called "Blame the Weed." So talking about me doing stupid shit and just being like, I was just high. Yeah, sorry that I wrecked the car. I was just high. It's like some stupid shit.
I swear they have one. They do.
No, that's talking about how he's gonna clean up. He's like,
Yeah.
because I got high.
Because I got.
That's talking about how he's avoiding his responsibilities. So I was
Because I
gonna
got
clean. I was gonna clean my room, but then I got high.
Yeah.
That song gets depressing. His song talks about how he ruined his life.
By getting high.
It starts out happy though. That's funny. But really, that shit gets deep. That's life though. That's life. You let the weed control you too much. That shit will get in the way.
You thought I was gonna throw it, huh?
Psych.
I did.
You thought you wasn't gonna throw it? Gotta keep you guys on your toes.
You thought I wasn't gonna.
Start flipping the table. Just start raging.
Ah, you thought I was gonna do this.
Start fighting.
Unexpected ending.
You got the bad ending.
You chose the wrong
You should
side.
have liked the video at the start. This is your fault. So
Now that you didn't like and subscribe, so you got the bad ending.
just punch the camera too.
We're coming for you.
You know what's speaking of bad ending and all that. You know what's have you ever seen this completely off topic? But this remind me. Have you ever seen the videos on YouTube
No.
where they create like choose your own path stories on playlists?
No, I haven't.
It's kind of dope. Yeah. So basically, people like people will upload, and I don't know how common this is now, but back then people would do like they'll make a whole playlist and it's a whole story.
Uh-huh.
But it's each video is just like 10 to 15 seconds long,
Uh-huh.
and it'll just like show you like waking up in the morning, for example, and it's like whatever the story, right? Like something happens and you have to make a choice, and then whatever choice you make, you click on the link and it'll take you to the video, to the next video, and it'll just continue the story.
What the fuck?
And I always thought that shit would be cool as fuck to make one, but it
That
probably
is pretty
takes a lot
cool.
of work.
That's pretty dope.
But that'd be dope as shit to make one, goofy as one. There'd be like a meme one. That shit would be funny as shit. You make the wrong choice, you end up getting eaten by alligators or some shit in your own house. Motherfuckers just break into your house or some shit.
We'll do skits. We'll do skits. And
People in Florida are like, that's just a Friday afternoon. It's like,
Oh, dude, I wonder how Florida's gonna be in a couple of years.
underwater, according
So?
according to the climate activist.
Yeah. I feel like.
You know what's crazy? Is GTA 6 is gonna be in Florida.
Uh-huh.
I'm excited for that.
That's coming out next year.
Because they're saying it's supposed to be like the whole state now. It's not like you're supposed to be able to
Oh, really?
travel everywhere.
It's the
I don't-
whole state?
I don't think it's going to be like the whole state, but like I think it's going to be like multiple cities.
Tampa, Orlando, Miami, North
I think you
Palm,
can even like travel to different islands.
Island.
Yeah,
Like Puerto Rico, Costa Rica.
probably.
That'd be pretty cool.
Probably be like different
Not
parts
Costa
of it.
Rica, Cuba.
Yeah, that's all in South America.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe shit.
Probably like,
One day, what if they just eventually make a GTA? You could just travel the whole world. I think GTA is going to be the first game to do that. To
how the
be like
do they
looking.
do? Did they just use the Google map, or did they use like a map and then put it in there? Or
Yeah, they probably use Google Maps or some shit.
because Google Maps, you could do the live.
I mean, well, it's also not real. It's just supposed to be like just get the important parts. You got like the land, like the
No,
landmarks.
I thought everything was real. Like all the streets, or
Yeah, but I'm saying like it doesn't have to be. If you're gonna do the whole United States, I think as long as you get the important cities,
I guess.
you get like New York City, you get like San Francisco, you get like the big important cities, and it's like your neighborhood would just be basic houses. To be honest, my neighborhood would be just a forest. They probably don't even have to put an actual house, but they could put like a crackhead house or some shit for the story. That's probably what they would do for the story. It'd be like, yeah, that's the crack house. Pull up in this house in a dirt road.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing too. It's like for the story, they have to make some of the houses the characters, so they also have to make some of it not real.
Yeah, not wrong. You know.
They can't make it like exactly 1-to-1.
Yeah, okay. They're gonna have to do changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not gonna see. They just see the outside.
Yeah,
They don't
because
see
imagine if you used your actual house, like your address and everything, but they made that the drug dealer's house in the story or some shit. It's like that's the drug lord's house or some shit. Start suing.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
you make me look like a drug dealer. Say,
You're making people come to my house.
right?
Nah, you're not wrong. But I feel like at that point they'll use like fake addresses. Fake addresses.
Yeah.
Or make up some random shit.
That's why I feel like they only use
Important shit.
fake houses.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I've never looked into that shit. I'm just assuming.
All right, let's get into the bill though. I do want to hear that.
Oh yes.
Because
We wasting time. The border bill, which should not be called a border bill, because basically, what Joe Biden is trying to propose is this bill that sends some money, supposedly to help with the border, with the problem that we have with the border. Trying to help close it up.
Yeah. So he's actually trying to help now.
That's what he says. But if you actually look at the bill, most of the money goes to Ukraine.
Really?
Yeah. And so now most of the Republicans don't want to vote for it because that's just a scam. They're just trying to get money sent to Ukraine, which we already know some of that shit is going back to Joe Biden. Like we low-key already made the connections through the laptop with Hunter Biden. He's been working over there in Ukraine for a company. He's getting paid. So we kind of already know that he's basically just laundering this money. So he's trying to get this bill passed, and he's calling it the border bill, even though we know it's mostly for Ukraine.
Because it says right there in the bill.
Yeah, most of the money goes to Ukraine. But the name of it is the border bill. So Republicans don't want to vote for it. So now he's trying to blame Republicans for saying like, oh, Republicans are the reason that the border is open because they won't let me sign this border bill that would help us close the border. But if you actually look at what they're trying to do, they're trying to send money to the border, and they're not even actually trying to close it. What they're trying to do is send more agents to the border so that they can bring the immigrants in. And so they can allow them into the country. So they can process them in and basically document them. But they're not trying to actually close the border down.
They're just trying to make it for people to get there.
Yeah, come in easier, basically.
I feel like that would be good if we actually have the border closed, and then if they want to come in, they can like.
That's the thing. We need to close the border first
before doing that.
The point is, they're trying to be sneaky with it, and so now that nobody agrees with it, they're trying to blame the Republicans for not agreeing with it. When it's like, no, you're not actually trying to help. You're just trying to help yourself.
Damn, I want to see the border.
Which is why I always say this shit. Anyone right now that's actually paying attention to politics is Republican. Democrats, most Democrats are people that are not paying attention to politics, and they just follow whatever social media says, and they don't believe, and they just believe whatever they say on social media without actually looking into it. I've said this so many times.
Yo, look what it says right here. It says NBC News. Republican killed border bill in a sign of Trump's strength. That's the title.
I'm telling you, they're trying to blame Republicans for not signing
and what is it?
McConnell's waning influence.
Damn.
I'm telling you, just actually look into it and you realize they're lying. These people.
CNN, what they were doing, what they wouldn't. That's a whole. I had to do this.
Yeah.
We just later.
Yeah, it's too late to do research on that.
Yeah, no.
But yeah.
I want to like put that in, dude. I don't know this.
I stand on that. Do research, and I promise you, you'll become more Republican if you actually pay attention to politics. Naturally, I'm not even saying that you should switch to Republican. I'm just saying you will naturally become more conservative just by paying attention to what's actually going on in politics.
Because remember, they're pushing on things that you have to like. If you don't like you said, if you don't really pay attention to the like politics and everything like that, you're not gonna learn it. You're not gonna know anything.
And also, latest thing is I even forgot about this because it's been like a week now since it's come out. But Steven Crowder has actually been talking about. He's been covering another story about a school shooter. And actually, speaking of school shooters, remember when I said that there was a bomber that got instructions from the FBI? I found out who it was. I looked into it and I found the guy. It was the Boston bomber. Him and his brother. When people looked into that, they found out that he was actually finding instructions on how to create C4s similar to like how the FBI would create C4 bombs. What do they call it? Makeshift. Like whenever they would have to make like makeshift C4s. That's how they learned how to do those. How to do like makeshift C4s that the military would use.
Oh.
And they're saying that he learned it through FBI. Him and his brother.
Oh, so his brother did too.
Yeah. There's two of them. One of them died, I think, because in a standoff with the police, and the other one got arrested.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
But yeah, that's the guy that people were looking into. Alex Jones talks about it. He has a video about it.
I mean, he is that the one that happened in Texas, or where did this one
The
happen?
Boston bombing.
Oh,
Boston Marathon.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're talking about. But yeah, I did have to bring that up since I had mentioned it before. I remember hearing about it, and I had to bring that back up so y'all knew I wasn't just bullshitting. That was a story. Y'all can look into it. It's gonna be hard to find, but there's a couple videos about it where they say that. And I don't know how true it is. I'm just saying that's what the stories were saying. I'm not saying I 100% believe this. I'm just saying it's a possibility. I don't want anyone coming after me. But anyways, this we do know is a more recent shooter. And they were trying to they're kind of trying to cover it up. So what happened was, it was a shooter that was writing a story, and they not a story, a manifesto. You know, like what a manifesto is, they write like what their intentions are and everything. They write like all their thoughts down basically. And so he expresses how he hates Christians and he hates the people that are popular, like jocks, sports players and cheerleaders and basically anyone that was popular, and he hates Christians. And he would read books that would teach how to make bombs and how to make weapons and shit. And let's stop recording again. And so the FBI had already got in contact with him, and this is what makes me believe these conspiracy theories where the FBI, I feel like, is involved in making these events happen, like these mass shootings, these mass bombings, because a lot of times they're on their watch list already and they do nothing to, not only do they do nothing, they kind of have like this cover-up story too now, whereas like they're trying to cover it up a little bit where they don't really want people hearing about it. And basically what happened was so the guy was already on the FBI's watch list. They already knew that he was looking at like how to make bombs, how to make weapons, and like tear gas and shit. And they knew that he was mentally ill. And then on top of that, they found out that he had a list of targets of people that he was going to kill. And they found on his social medias, on his, I think it was on Reddit, but I'm not sure, or it might have been Discord, I don't know. But somewhere online, they found his chats where he would say like shit like, oh, I want to kill people, and he goes into a description. He was like, I want to go into school with my gun loaded up, and I want to shoot them as a coward, and it's like just like fucked up shit. And he gets into details like how he wants to kill them and shit.
Yeah.
And he has a whole list of his whole targets, everyone that he wanted to kill. And then he talks about how he wants to do it the same that Columbine shooting happened. That was like one of the first shootings that really got popularized like through media. I feel like that's one that like one of the first ones that really blew up in the mainstream.
Yeah.
At least that I know of. That's the one that most people bring up, the oldest one. But he was saying that he wanted to basically recreate that. And in that shooting, it was two people. It was two guys. And so by him trying to recreate it, he was trying to find someone else
They can do it with
that
it.
can do it with him.
Yeah.
So he had a list of people that he was trying to convince to join him too.
Oh.
So he had two lists. He had a list of targets that he was gonna
And
kill
allies.
and allies that he was gonna recruit, basically.
Yeah.
And the FBI knew about this, and they did nothing. And the school that he was going to, when they found out about this, they didn't tell any of the parents at all. They didn't tell anyone. Parents didn't find out till months later,
Like after the whole thing happened.
after months that it happened.
Damn.
And what's crazy is that they would call the parents about other things. Like whenever other things happen, like they would always call them because like you're supposed to, like it's supposed to be like a safety call, like hey, your kid might be in danger, but they didn't call them about that.
Wait,
And
who would call them though?
the principal at the school, like
Okay.
like it's his job to like send out like a message, like obviously he wouldn't call them all, but he'd send like a voicemail to all the parents, be like, hey, just to let you know there was like an emergency at the school, just let them know that something happened and like, ensure that their kids are safe. They never found out about this ever
Damn.
until basically the reports came out. And the school never told their parents or anyone, and that's why people think that they're trying to cover it up because news doesn't talk about it really that much. It's not really until for a lot of parents, they didn't find out until Steven Crowder started covering it, and he's like talking about it now and publicizing it because a lot of the news didn't want to cover it. And so supposedly the reason that they're saying is that they don't want people looking into like why he might have been the way that he was, like what might have radicalized him so much, and that's where we got into like conspiracy theory, where Steven Crowder was saying it's probably because that's the type of shit that they're teaching in the schools, because they low-key already are teaching that shit like in schools where like they're teaching like, because he talked about like communism and like rising up against like the system and doing all that shit. And they kind of do teach that in schools, like communism and how like the system is corrupt and like all this racism shit. And so basically the reason that Steven Crowder was like his theory as the reason why they didn't want people to find out was because he was saying like they don't want them questioning like, yo, what are they, like where are they learning this shit? Because if they start questioning like where are they learning, like what's making them like this, and they realize like it's the schools. The schools are the ones making them like this, which kind of makes sense because like
I've heard a lot, and I've realized too that a lot of people, and this is what is scary too. Think about it, like if having a kid, like we talked about this. I'm having trouble trusting the actual school system to even.
I think it's better to be homeschooled at this
Either
point.
homeschool, or I feel like maybe a little bit, maybe like
a private school,
or like a Catholic school, or like because it's private. Yeah, like something like that, or Christian, or whatever your race is, like a school like that, because then they actually teach them good stuff, and then they actually still teach them of others. And like they're like I've like. I don't know. I've thought of all that.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I would be able to trust like my kid at school anymore, because especially
I'd rather teach them shit myself.
Like knowing that shit that they would hide a school shooting from you, and it never happened, by the way. That's why they felt like they didn't need to, because he got stopped by the cop. Because you know how most schools have a cop there. The cop stopped him before anything had happened. So that's their excuse for like, well, we didn't feel like we needed to tell any of the teachers or any of the parents. But it's like,
why not? Like that's their own kids. Like why wouldn't
they should still know like, oh, my kids are probably in danger. Or think about it, what if your kid was on the list, on the target list, or on the recruitment list, and now you got to talk to your kid and be like, okay, like, did this kid try to recruit you? Like, what's going on? Is he making you think these bad thoughts now? Is he influencing you now? Like, you gotta know this shit. I feel like,
especially if as a parent, you want to know.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
I don't know. I would be mad.
Did anything happen to the FBI's?
To the FBI?
Yeah.
Nah. I mean, they're not directly involved technically. They just knew about him.
Knew about him.
But I feel like they might have been involved, low key.
I
feel like they were probably egging him on online or some shit.
So this is what I wonder and have questions is because technically whatever the military has, we can have ourselves. So if they're,
According to the Constitution, yeah, we're supposed to have same level
So-
of weapons.
I know technically, excuse me, but like let's say we're trying to make a bomb. Of course, the FBI's and everybody are gonna look at us how to make C4. But like, what if it's just to have when in case of anything to be?
Technically, it shouldn't be illegal to make C4. But I understand. I understand why they would want to keep an eye on you.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be illegal.
Right? Like nothing should happen.
But I do understand if
Well,
they
yeah.
would keep it. I think they should keep an eye on you too.
Or do
'Cause
you have to have a license for all that?
technically, the Constitution says you should. It's just your right. You shouldn't have to
Yeah.
have a license for that. But I do understand why people think that you should. Honestly, if you really want to know my honest opinion, we would probably be okay with not having any restrictions on guns if our school system didn't corrupt people so much. Not even just the school system, just the system in general just corrupts people so much to the point where they think like that it's okay to just like do this violent crime. Because if you look back in the time, yes, we had like the Wild West where it's like people would like criminals would go out and they would try shit. But if we had enough people with guns, like they would learn real quick. Criminals would learn like, okay, don't fuck around in an area where there's good people. And like people, you kind of already see that in some areas where there's like most people are concealed carrying.
I saw there was this one video of a guy that ran up to a group of people, like girls, kids, and everything like that. He put his gun, and then there was one lady that came out, like had one in her purse, and like started like shooting him. And I shot him like probably like twice, and he was on the ground. Like he didn't die, but he got shot, and he's like, oh, and like so she pretty much saved everybody.
And I think
From danger.
that's what happens. I think
Like
you gotta
you play with guns, but you know you're gonna have to deal with consequences if
That's
anything
why-
happens.
That's why I think our big problem is it's not a gun problem. It's that our society has promoted too much violence in media, like in
Or
movies.
like we're letting it
and-
slide too much or something.
Yeah, and I would say like in movies and TV shows, not that you can't have violence TV shows and shit, but it's like I feel like when you try to make it look normalize it, because there's like maybe not even movies and TV shows, more like in YouTube and shit, where people are showing like
No, shows.
mostly in music for sure.
I feel like shows too, though.
But I think it's not even like so much like I don't think that, like for example, like if you're watching a movie about like drug dealers or some shit and they're shooting each other, that's whatever. Everyone knows that's a movie. But it's like when people start trying to like show you like a lifestyle where it's like, okay, like you can have this, and I guess technically like some drug movies, just some drug shows are like that, where it's like you kind of see like, oh, like this is a lifestyle that you can have. All you have to do is live like this, and most of the time it's like them being violent. And like I said, music has a big part to do with that. You know what's crazy is I actually found out, I don't know if it was the FBI or the CIA, but the government actually played a big role in funding hip hop when it first started. They actually created hip hop, which I've always believed in the back of my mind, because I've always believed that hip hop has been a psyop to destroy the black community, and I stand by that. I stand by that 100%, because when people, that's why when people say there's systemic racism, I agree with them, but not in the same way that they're thinking. I agree, because the government be playing these dirty tricks and they be targeting black people, but not in the same way that that people that complain systemic racism think. They think like, oh, they're
No.
like when they complain about systemic racism, they're like, oh, I didn't get my job because I'm black or some bullshit. It's not like that. But in a sense, it is, because they try to influence the culture and try to make people think this is because I noticed this is something that I forgot what comedian
They
talked
give
about
them
it.
they give them that poor mentality.
Yeah.
Like pretty much they give them a poor mentality because, like, if you really think about it, it's all about like how the country is, like wealth and all that, and the way they corrupt their cultures with like drugs, all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, and like it gives them that like mentality that they can't actually live a life how they should, and
Yeah.
like not be part of like the whole thug.
You know,
and,
you know
like,
what?
gang.
You know what's actually made me kind of sad. I've actually heard this come from multiple black people, where they say they feel, and it's kind of true. They're like the only race that kind of has this problem, at least to the extent that they have it, where they feel like they have to prove that they're black. Whereas like, if a black dude listens to like heavy metal, all his friends, all his family, they're like, "Oh, you're not black. You listen to metal. You don't listen to hip hop. You're not black." Whereas like, you don't really have that problem as a Mexican. Like, sure you do, but not as much. Whereas like, you could still listen to any kind of music you want to as a Hispanic, and
That
it's
is
like,
true.
for the most part, your friends are still gonna be your friends. They're not gonna be like, "Okay, you fucking weird." Whereas like, I've noticed that is a problem for black people, where they kind of expect each other to behave the same, and to
Or
the point,
enjoy the-
like you said, it's always poor shit. It's always them expecting to act poor, and it's like, "Oh, you ain't black because you got money now." And it's like, I understand that being a burden, like such a heavy burden.
They make them like they give them that envy.
Yeah,
They want to like they give them like if you're thinking about like sins and all that, the pretty much what they get is like they envy a lot because there's times where especially with rappers where they actually do come up and then when they finally they come up they get killed because of people like people getting envy from that or like just things like that.
they've just really corrupted their culture, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that the government was involved in.
And like what you said too though, there's a lot of like black folks that I've seen that are annoyed of the too because they know they like if you really think about it, and I'm not gonna lie, your guys is really like your actual culture is African American, like African culture. Like go try to learn more of that. Like that's more beneficial to your guys. Is like I feel like it is.
They're
I-
American now, so I understand them having a separate culture than African Americans, because they are American now. And to be
Yeah.
honest, the way I see it, because even
Okay,
me
so
as a
yeah, you're right.
Mexican, I see myself more American than Mexican.
Okay, you're not wrong. You're not wrong because at this point they are American.
Yeah.
They are American. They have their own cultures. So, but it's just the culture they be pushing to is just.
It's just, yeah. I just say don't go along with that bullshit, because like, you don't have
Hollywood,
to agree with
They
it.
was really do.
Because
push it.
I've seen it a lot, where it's like black people, sometimes they'll be like, they want to learn how to speak properly, like they want to learn grammar. Like, "Oh, you talking white now?" I was like, he's talking properly. So talking improperly is not talking black. Don't associate. I was like, I feel like that's more racist, when you just automatically associate negative characteristics with blackness. I feel like that's real racism right there, where people say, like, there's this one example. I don't remember who it was. Someone was saying some shit, and they're like, broke people, and then someone immediately assumed he was talking about black people, and he was like, "No, I'm talking about poor people." And I was like, "Why would you assume I'm talking about black people? That's racist."
That is racist.
And it's like little things like that, where it's like you just assume like these negative attributes are part of black culture, where it's like, no, that doesn't have to be like that. And I mean,
And that's another like they were saying like they're annoyed because people think they should have the poor mentality when it's not like
Yeah.
that. Anybody can make money. Anybody can do anything they want. You just gotta learn how to play by the book.
and they start hitting you with, "Oh, you think you're better than us now? You think you're better because you're gonna make it out the hood?" It's like, that's kind of the whole point. That's what everyone wants. So why are you hating?
I would want this, and then it sucks because when people do, this is where a lot of people they lose a lot of good people. It's because when they do find someone that like actually is representing or helping the community, this is what I say. Envy comes in, or if not, like maybe the government or whatever it is, maybe I don't know.
I think the
Like-
government played a big role in
But
this, though.
I know they.
I
feel
know
like
this.
They do,
I know
but,
it for a fact.
But I don't just want to say, but yes, I agree. I feel like they do. So pretty much what they do is like I feel like they like how Nipsey, like
Yo, I'm gonna say some wild shit.
Nipsey was a great guy. He helped to like. I mean,
Yo,
he became
I just thought some wild shit. What if the only reason that Jay-Z has been able to get so big is because he did this shit willingly, knowing that he's basically sacrificing the black culture.
What do you mean?
He's reaching these levels of fame because he's sacrificing black culture. He's causing, because he was one of the original hip hop artists that supposedly worked with the government.
Yeah.
When hip hop was coming up.
Really?
So that's what I'm saying. Like, what if him and like the other big rappers, like, what if they were able to get that big because they basically sacrificed black culture to get to that level of fame? Because they must have known what they were doing when they're like over here promoting all this gangster rap shit.
Okay.
So, you know, like how everything's like low-key spiritual.
Yeah.
Well, I was saying, like, what if that's how they did like some Naruto shit where it's like you have to sacrifice something to gain something. So he basically sacrificed like everyone's, like, basically the morals, knowing that he was gonna influence people to be bad. So that was that sacrifice that he was making to become rich, to get to where he is.
Then okay, I see what you mean. So he pretty much created it, like the culture for them, kind of.
He knew that the culture was gonna negatively impact them negatively with the shit that he was putting out, and he did it intentionally because he knew that it was gonna make him famous. In other words, he was doing the devil's work so that he can get famous.
Yeah, I understood. I understood the one this. Yeah, okay.
That, I mean, if you think about it, that makes sense. He's like, yeah, so I'm gonna just disrupt all of society by promoting all this bad behavior, all these bad toxic attributes. I'm gonna tell you to steal. I'm gonna tell you to do all this bad stuff.
See, I never really.
And in return,
Jay-Z
I get
music,
famous.
so I don't really can't say anything.
I know he was one of the original gangster rap. Like when he first started, I'm pretty sure he did like gangster rap.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I never listened to either. I'm speaking out my ass right now.
I know what is it called. I've seen videos of this too. That a lot of people are getting upset. Even like a lot of people are getting upset now because a lot of, like, I guess you could say gang people or gangsters or whatever it is. I don't even call them gangsters. They're just pussies.
Thugs.
That's it. The thugs, I guess. I think they're
Hoodlums.
hoodlums, pussies, or whatever, because they don't now. I heard like back then, like in like I guess when the games, you can't kill if you're around your family, or you can't kill around like if there's kids or anything like that. Now people nowadays they don't even care if you're in front of your family where there's the kids around and you're just in the yard. They'll still try to shoot and like try to like there's one guy, I think it was that passed away not that long ago. I said TNFP, something like that. I don't know. Those two words. He just got a record. He just got signed, and then before, like, he was with his 2 kids, and his was like girlfriend or wife. I don't know. And then next thing you know, they come out, they shot him, they killed him right there in front of them, and then the mom left with one of the kids, left one of the kids there, but then came back for the kid while they shot him dead and they left. And there's another one where a guy came. There's kids in front. I think these are warning shots, but like there's kids in front, like he was on the like porch there. They shot at the straight road, like line, like but where the kids were at and everything. And I feel like
That's fucked.
I feel like that's, yeah, it is. I feel like I thought there was like rules about all that too, like
No honor code anymore.
yeah, no honor. They had like no honor on that shit.
I mean, there was never honor in being a
No, but-
gangster.
No, but
Shit.
you don't want to be doing it around like that. I don't know.
I mean, it's all fucked.
But that's like
This
still part
whole
of the
world
code.
is fucked. The Illuminati has fucked us all.
Yeah,
Thanks for tuning in.
pretty much. Peace.
See you guys next week.